Hi, my name is Ore Olua Alatishe, and I'm a 23-year-old Nigerian American from Bronx, New York. While my culture has many beautiful aspects, one thing I like to broaden is perspectives about stigma related to mental health. Join me today in a conversation with 4 Nigerian youth and their perspectives on what is and what needs to change about mental health in our community. Okay, so how old are you and where are you from?
Hello, my name is Chidima Okereke. I am 24 years old. I am from Imo State, Nigeria. But Imo State is my dad's side, so according to the Nigerian community, they say our way to claim our Nigerian side, our father's side, so Imo State. But my mom is Yoruba and my dad is Igbo. So my mom is from Osho State.
Hi, I'm 18 years old. I'm from Nigeria, Benin City. I grew up in Benin and came to America in 2016.
Okay, I am 19 years old, going 20. I'll be 20 September. I'm from Nigeria, particularly from Ondo State, where we practice like a lot of Yoruba cultures.
Hi, I'm 19 years old and I'm from Nigeria.
So, what does mental health or wellness mean to you?
Good question. Mental health for me means personal well-being interconnected with social health. I feel as though you can't achieve one without the other.
Mental health to me, or mental wellness to me is just having like being in a state of peace, like in your mind, like having that kind of sort of peace of mind and knowing your boundaries and how to deal with yourself, like how to deal with when you reach your like your boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So just to summarize, mental health to me is just having a peace of mind and just understanding where your boundaries are and what to do when you get to those boundaries.
It means to me, like, how are you well in your head? Like, are you happy? Are you mad? Or are you sad?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going through some things? Are you in a safe place in your mind? Or is everything like scrambled and you can't get yourself together? So mental health is like, are you perfectly healthy in your head? Or like, is something going on? And like, are you missing a few things?
Mental health is the state of my mind because my mind affects my body, my soul, my spirit. My mind is the motor that drives my body, technically. So my mental wellness is the rightful state in which my mind is.
Why do you think mental health is rarely addressed in the Nigerian community?
I feel like it's not addressed a lot because of the way media is portrayed it to be. In a lot of Nollywood dramas, when you hear the word mental health, you just think about like a crazy person running on the street with like baggage and people would be like, oh, that person has done something bad because of like in Nigeria, we're pretty superstitious, even though we're religious. It's a really weird combination, honestly.
Okay.
And, so just like the way it's been portrayed with the fact that if you suffer from a mental health situation, that means you've done something bad or your parents have done something bad, you're suffering from your sins. So I feel like definitely that's the way it's been stigmatized in Nigerian culture as like it's definitely like one of the few like a reason why I feel like it's not like well discussed in anywhere in Nigeria.
It's rarely addressed in the Nigerian community because of the stigma around it. When I was in Nigeria growing up, people usually connected it more to superstitions than the actual reality of it.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when people have mental breakdowns, people would be laughing at them and they wouldn't. And for the people who don't have money to go to the hospital and get them the help that they need, they just end up on the streets.
Mental health is rarely addressed in the Nigerian community because of the stigma attached to it. Most of the time, mental health is mistaken or confused with mental illness. Mental illness is the repercussion for not taking care of your mental health. But most of the Nigerian community are yet to come into realness, come into cognizance with the fact that there are two different things. So if you take care of your mental health, you get mental wellness. But if you don't take care of your mental health, you get sick, which is mental illness. So one is like the stigma. So anytime you mention mental health, most people don't. They feel, oh, you're not normal. Oh, she has a problem, which is not. But lately, I think the stride has changed. The system has changed because now you see everybody online talk about my self-love journey, love myself more than anything, me, myself, and I. Even though some people take it to the extreme, but it's a step.
Yeah.
It's a step moving forward, better than before. So
Most of the older Nigerians within older generation are very religious. We believe some are Catholic, some are Christians, some are Muslim, and like mental health to them is like a joke. They believe is like, some believe is witchcraft, some believe is just like an American excuse to like be lazy or not get things done. And like mental health is rarely addressed because they believe prayer is the key to everything, which in a way it is. It is, if you like, you as a human being comes first, but also God comes in your life first as well before anybody else.
So then how do you think mental health issues should be addressed in the Nigerian community going forward?
Information. I really do think information is important. There's a lot of information in the public, and there's a lot of information that's not in the public. Information is what rules our world alongside money, other higher beings that are beyond our control. Mental health, I think it could really, you could address it by like putting information out there. You could say like, you need to watch your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual well-being. You got to be in the right mindset, and so information is the best way to be out there.
And so you had touched on this a little bit earlier, but what mental health resources would you like to see within the Nigerian community?
Just Nigerian community, as I mentioned before, like the church should be more open about the fact that mental health exists, organize like seminars or have like a pamphlet that someone could come casually pick up in the church office that would give them a way to that will talk to them about exactly what mental health is about and how to deal with the stress they are going through. And also in some schools and like it would be nice to have those kind of resources in schools and have those kind of resources in hospitals as well. Because I know because of like I lived in Nigeria once and I came to the US to live there, I have actually seen like the difference with the way mental health is addressed here than how it's addressed back home. And definitely you could see, like, I know that when I go for my yearly physical or yearly examination, I see like the doctor is like questionnaire that would ask about like how do you feel? Have you had thoughts of suicide? Have you had how do you feel with your stress? And you could answer yes or no. And so I definitely feel like bringing in that kind of questionnaire to like the healthcare sector would be a good way to address those form of mental health. It's not gonna be always be truthful, but I feel like at least having their form available for people to go through them out would be a good way for them to openly express themselves and just talk about it more with people. And also having like mental health counselors would be useful as well. Just a specific counselor for mental health, and just having just make it, even in the media, if the media is able to be more open about the fact that mental health exists in Nollywood media, they're able to make a movie about what mental health is, like what people from this particular state could experience. If you're in school, what kind of things you could experience, how do you deal with things like that? And because of Nollywood is like it's one of the biggest, should I say, entertainment group or so. So I definitely feel like if Nollywood is able to tap into the fact that mental health exists in Nigeria, I feel like people would be a good outlet or a good source of information for everyone around Nigeria. And I feel like that's definitely a good way. I feel like those are good resources that, as like a country like Nigeria, could use to address the topic of mental health.
So I like to see young mom clubs, especially for immigrants. Some people don't have the availability, or some people don't have the presence of their mom. Because there's this cultural aspect to Nigerian giving birth where your mom is meant to be there to help you ease the load of a new mom. So it's like your mom takes the shower for the new baby. There's something called new baby bath. So it's like where they give birth to the baby, and then the mom folds the baby arms, like give the baby a nice shower, and then the baby sleeps soundly for almost 20 hours thereabouts, and then you get your rest, and then your mom pampers you, prepares food for you. But there are no resources like that if the immigration doesn't grant visa to their parents, to enable their parents to come over here. Some people are gracious, some people are blessed because their parents are here. So it's easier process for them. But the other people that their parents are not here, and they don't really have people that they trust that could come. But if they have a church, the church should have resources. Should have doulas that will assist these moms to ensure that they are joining their first month or second month they ease into the role of being a mom. Because it's tensions like after carrying baby for 9 months and then the baby comes out, then you're confused. Then the lack of sleep comes in, then the breastfeeding issue comes in, maybe the baby's not latching on the breast. It's like the mom is worried, she's not eating well. All those factors stresses the mom, stresses our body. And before you know it spirals down. And then people start talking. It's like create resources for young moms, create resources for children also. Because there's some children that have tough time at home and they might not be able to speak up at them. So it's like, maybe in the children's church, there are scriptural references to mental health. There are several scriptures that support mental health and religion, quote and unquote. Let me put it that way. So it's like, and then once in a month, maybe during the church anniversary, or maybe during the mental health awareness month, you can bring in a psychologist, a clinical psychologist that is also a Christian, bring the person to the church, let the person address everybody in the church. So it's like gradually start from that, and then I think the change will come when all the religion organizations, mostly the church, are open to receiving. So it's a case of learning, it's a case of unlearning and learning and relearning. Because there's some people that don't know, so they have to learn it. There's some people that are not even bothered. Some people have had, those people that had a misconception of mental health and mental illness, they have to unlearn that, then learn the new process. And those people that know about it, they will learn more ways in which to live healthy and how to take care of their mental health. Yeah.
Once a month counseling at local churches. Yeah. That what you just said is actually a great one, because I feel like when I talked previously about the positive of churches on mental health, I feel like that's actually an added one, because churches can have that resources for them, for especially in low income communities, where churches are like the hospital of that community. So everybody goes in, and they usually have an hospital with them. The big ones, the big churches have an hospital where like people can go in and get the help they need. And yeah, churches are actually a great resource to the community.
Mental health remains a taboo topic within our community for the various reasons mentioned, like stereotypes, media representation, and lack of knowledge about what it actually is, like, for example, confusing it with mental illness. Some of the solutions that we can start working on moving forward are pamphlets given out at church, programs for immigrants and young moms, and events for Mental Health Week.
Ending on that note, churches are the hospitals of our community, and through them, a powerful change can start. Special thanks to Chidima Okereke, Michael Ibitoye, Marvelous Nosa, and Sharon Adeniyi for their contributions and insights. Remain blessed.